Well, first off, we're brand new, and what we want to do is we want to offer an adventure to kiddos with terminal or life-threatening diseases. My wife and I, our 2-week vacation every year is we go to Give Kids the World in Florida. Our granddaughter Bethany got to go there before she passed away, and we saw the magic that is. It's a whole fantasy village for kids like that.
I adore where your heart is with this, Papa Bear, and your wife's too. I think that that's such a tremendous gift to be able to share with these kids and to take them out of their world of being sick for just
absolutely. And the unique thing about us is that you have the Make-A-Wish, and they'll do the Disneyland and all that kind of stuff. And then you have what I came from was Joseph's Journey, where they only want to do hunting and fishing trips. And I'm like, why don't we just not say no?
Yeah.
If a kiddo wants to go to Disneyland, send them to Disneyland. If a kiddo wants to go on a bear hunt, send them on a bear hunt. Let's do whatever the kid wants to do.
Now, Papa Bear, tell us about Bethany.
Bethany. My Bethany. Bethany, she ended up having a disease called neurofibromatosis. And when they explained it to us originally, they said, she'll get tumors on her nerves and her skin will be real bumpy. And they said, well, worst case scenario is she would probably end up with brain tumors. And it wasn't long after her diagnosis that she ended up with 2 brain tumors, one on her optic nerves and one on her brainstem. And they just kept growing and growing and growing. And they did chemo, and it wasn't helping at all. She ended up going totally blind first. And then they said, well, we've got to do radiation. And she was too little for the radiation. And it ended up that the radiation hardened the arteries in her brain, and she ended up having 4 strokes.
Oh, geez.
And so for the last year of her life, she was a vegetable. And because I've got some EMT training, I was the one who got to take care of her with her machines and her trach and her feeding tube and everything. And then finally, at 4.5 years old, she finally just passed away.
Oh, I am so sorry to hear that. That breaks my heart. You look at a child like that and being so young, and you think that the diagnosis of, I can't even pronounce it.
Neurofibromatosis.
Yeah, and here's this, little kid having to kind of deal with that. And not only that, but you guys as well as the family. But there's no doubt in my mind that Bethany is the light that is paving your way for what you're doing with Brave Young Hearts.
I did it to honor her memory completely.
I love it. So now tell me about this fundraising event that you guys have coming up, which is going to be a blast.
No pun intended, right?
There it was. See?
Now we're going to do this. It's a sporting clay shoot at Great Guns up there in Nunn. And we've got a barbecue all set up. And for everybody, it's $60 for 1 round of sporting clays, plus that includes your barbecue as well. And then we're going to have a bunch of door prizes we want to give to people. And then we're going to have a silent auction. And registration will start at 8 a.m., and we'll start the shoot at 10. And we'll go until everybody's done shooting.
I really appreciate what you're doing with Brave Young Hearts. I think giving kids just that sense of normalcy is key to everything. And with normalcy comes hope. And that's something that money can't buy. So
when you see these kids smile, that's what it's all about.